Hi everyone and welcome to my kitchen. So basically, as you all know, we are going through the most with this whole lockdown thing, and I've been busy like everyone else. As you know, I am a full-time student doing food science and nutrition. I'm currently in my third year. So as much as DUT is under a physical lockdown, it's not under a online lockdown. So I'm still kind of doing a lot of my stuff online and doing a lot of stuff as well. So I will try and do this whole posting of recipes. So it's the first time that I'm doing videos like this. So bear with me. I don't have anyone to kind of take the videos for me because my dad is an essential service worker who's a doctor. So and my mom is in and out of Zoom meetings. So all of us are working from home. So hopefully this is the first of many videos of recipes that I'll be sharing with you. So this is the first recipe, and I'm going to give you my own personal version of a lamb biryani because I woke up this morning craving biryani, and it's my own simple way. Maybe it's not the way that your friend's auntie's mother did it, and when you're visiting your friend's mother, they would not did it this way. Like, it's fine. Like, everyone has their own way of doing something. Just do it your way. This is what works for me. May not work for someone else. This may not be the way that you know, but hey, Briyani, and it still tastes good. So if you don't have a certain ingredient, it's fine. Just comment, ask, and I'll do my best to kind of talk you through the process. So yeah, let's get crack-a-lacking. So I've got my lamb. So it's already like cut up into cubes. You can use lamb, you can use mutton, you can use chicken, you can use beef. So any meat of your choice. And then I've got my basmati rice. You can use normal, any white rice. You can also use brown rice or brown basmati rice as well. So that's soaking with some brown lentils, as you can see there. So I've soaked it and I've rinsed my water, I think, once already. I'm gonna rinse it again, so that will help me out later. And I've got my potatoes already cut and cubed. Got about 4 potatoes there. I've got about a kg and a bit of meat. I found it in the freezer. I don't know how much, so we'll see about what we have of that. This is about half a cup of lentils to a cup and a bit of rice. So as we know, 1 cup of rice can feed about 4 people, and so we've got about 3 adults in this house. And then I've got 4 tomatoes, fresh tomatoes. My tomatoes were starting to go soft, that's why I didn't use tinned tomatoes. So instead of like throwing them away or waiting for them to go really bad, I just decided to put boiling water over them so that the skin comes off easily. And then I chopped them finely just to give me some chopped tomatoes. If you don't have fresh tomatoes, don't stress, use the tinned tomatoes, they work just as well. And then I like to use sliced onions for biryani. I don't know, just use something different. So for curry, I like to finely chop my onions. For biryani, I like to slice my onions. Totally up to what you like to do. I've got 4 onions in here. And then for my spices, I've got some fresh garlic and ginger. My garlic is at the bottom. If you don't have fresh garlic and ginger, don't stress. Any garlic and ginger works just as well. And then I've got some plain yogurt. If you don't have plain yogurt, also don't stress. Mass is fine. If you don't have it, don't stress. Like, it's not the end of the world. And then I've got some mother-in-law spice. If you don't have mother-in-law spice, masala spice works just as good. Any masala spice. Lamb masala, chicken masala, Durban masala, any masala spice. But as I said, mother-in-law spice. Or if you don't have any of the masala spices, You can use any curry powder depending on how hot you like it. Yeah, and then I've got some ground cumin and coriander mixed together, some turmeric, curry leaves, fresh or dried, completely up to you. And then I've got my biryani whole spice mix. So you can buy it in a packet, but I like having whole spices in the house, so you can mix it up yourself. So it's basically some, bay leaf, it's cinnamon, fennel, I don't know if you can see, some fennel and some beautiful star anise. Yeah, so that's basically what a biryani mix is made up of. It's fennel, cinnamon, fennel seed, cinnamon, bay leaf, and star anise. So yeah, that's basically what our biryani is going to be made up of. So we're going to start off by seasoning and making just a light marinade that's going to coat our meat, and that's just going to sit and chill and marinate and just go haywire and be all sorts of greatness. So I'm just going to take my, my plain yogurt and my masala, mother and spice, add that together. And put the garlic and ginger over the nyama, like so. Like so. I'm gonna put half of my curry leaves as well, like so. Yes. I'm gonna do half of my ground cumin and coriander, and keep it like that. And then just mix this together. Ever so lovingly, and then put it over. So basically our yogurt is gonna help to tenderize the meat. Help to tenderize the meat. Massage everything together to evenly coat the nyama. Basically, we want everything to love each other. Love each other. Beautifully love each other. So the yogurt is going to help to tenderize the meat, and we're also going to add our tomatoes to this as well, because our tomatoes will also help to break down the meat and tenderize the meat, especially if we're using things like mutton or beef. That's also going to help to tenderize the meat as well. Going to add our tomatoes to this, and everything is just going to love each other. Like this. It's just gonna love and marry. The flavors are just gonna love each other. It's gonna be one happy family. ever so loving and beautiful. And it doesn't have to like, it's not gonna marinate for like forever and a day. It's just so that it can just get to be familiar with one another. You know, they're not gonna like love each other and like their children and go to divorce court and blah 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 blah. No, it's fine. They're just getting to know each other, going on a first date, and then yeah. Okay, so once that is done, and they're gonna take that, just gonna set that aside. So whilst that is busy loverizing each other, ooh, okay. I'm going to start also in the meantime. I'm going to also start making my rice, and my potatoes are going to cook separately. So as you know, biryani, it's about layering. So we're going to do beautiful layers of the rice, the potatoes, the curry. So you're not making a wet curry. It's going to be a very flavorful, spicy curry, but it's not wet, because biryani is a very dry mixture. So we're going to lay everything where it's the curry, it's the rice, it's the potatoes, so forth, layers, and then we put it in a casserole, cover it, then we pop it in the oven. And that's going to kind of bake for a while. And then once everything kind of marries and perfumes together, then we kind of serve it with sambal shatin like, and as well as a raita, which is a yogurt and cucumber sauce, and that is what is going to give the moisture to it. So I already kind of boiled some water just to save myself some time. Okay. Okay, I've got my pan heating up over here. I'm gonna heat some oil. So, heat some oil. I'm gonna fry my onions. So to my onions, I'm gonna add the rest of my curry leaves. I'm gonna add all of my whole spices. So that is the fennel, the bay leaf, the star anise, and the cinnamon. And then I'm gonna add my ground cumin and coriander, the other half of it. And then to my water for the rice and the potatoes, I'm gonna add my turmeric so that I've got that beautiful yellow rice, and so that my potatoes also have that beautiful yellow color. If you don't have turmeric, you can also use egg yellow or saffron if you want to be fancy. we're gonna get that cooking. So it's really up to you at this point. So as I was cooking, I put down oil instead. A lot of time you can use ghee. So ghee is clarified butter. If you don't have ghee, again, you can use oil. If you don't have, or you can use a little bit of butter and oil. It's really up to you. Oh, smelling really, really yum, delicious. I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt to my onions, and this will help to break them down. Because as you saw, I didn't season the nyama, didn't add any salt, pepper, nothing to the meat. I'm seasoning my onions, not my meat, the onions. If you don't want to use like normal salt, you can use a stock cube as well. You can just chop up a lamb stock cube. You can use a curry stock cube if you like. That's also a really nice flavor. Oxtail, beef curry. If you're doing the chicken, you can use chicken, chili chicken, chicken curry. Yeah, you can really go to town, flavor town. There's a lot of options that you can use. Oh my gosh, this is sounding really yum. You. Oh, so yum, delicious. So my onions are getting nice and soft at this point. So I can actually get ready to add my nyama. Pause. I want to actually crank up my heat. And I want to add my meat. So as you saw, like, as I said, I wasn't like marinating my meat for a long time. Because I am using lamb, and I know it wasn't like a tough piece of meat. If you have more time, then you're more than welcome to like marinate it overnight. Of course, it will intensify the flavors. Yeah, 100% can definitely do it overnight. Lungi. Mix that around, and we are literally gonna cover that and forget about it for a good couple of minutes so that everything gets nice and evenly covered and coated with flavors. So great. There is a shandas I'm looking for. Yes, this is the shandas I'm looking for. Yes, sorry. Right, so basically, I'm gonna get this out so that I don't want all of this water. Wanga that out or drain it out. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah. My colanders are just a bit too far at the moment, so whatever works. Okay. This point in time, I actually put my rice and potatoes in at the same time because literally they take the same amount of time to cook. And vele, your potatoes will probably carry on cooking some more when it goes into the oven. So and you are cooking your rice and potatoes to like al dente, not like cooked, because as I said, everything is still gonna go into the oven. Don't stress too much. You're kind of just cooking everything so that it gets color on it, starts to soften a little bit, more so on the outside. So yeah. So, as you know, with rice, don't cover it completely. Leave a little bit of a breathing gap, otherwise you're gonna get a disaster. Where's my ndwango? Okay, just. Oh, goose. Right. So, guysini, how simple has that been? And it hasn't even been 30 minutes. Yo, I go say Nandi. Nice. So literally this is like what? Biryani in what? 40 minutes? Basically, give or take. Basically biryani in under an hour. So awesome, so great. And I shall see you when this is ready to start layering. Hi! Okay, so we're back and our nyama has been cooking. Well, our curry's been cooking for a while. And so kazin mankhumbula kahle, what I had said before is that our biryani has got a very dry kind of a curry. So what I did was I took the lid off of my curry so that the water can start to evaporate, so that it can actually start cooking down, and so that it can just start also start getting a lot more color, and the color can start to intensify a little bit more as well. I did add a little bit of masala because the color didn't color me so great. It wasn't appealing to my method. So yeah, and as you can see, it has reduced down beautifully. The smell is amazing. The color is much better. And yeah, I added a lot, not a lot, but just a touch more masala spice, mother-in-law spice to that. Just to give me a bit more of a better color. So yeah, as I said, I took the lid off just to get the water out a bit more, so that it is not a wet curry. So angifuni umsobho, angifuni manzi, angifuni manzi, angifuni umsobho, no. No. Okay. Actually, I can turn this off and can actually turn that off, and I'll show you. You see here how my potatoes are going. So my rice is basically yellow, like so. My potatoes have got some nice color on them, and that's basically what I'm looking for more than anything. My rice is softened but not completely soft. So I'm just going to drain my rice off and then come back and then show you how to do the nice layers with everything. And I've got my my casserole dish ready. And I realized that I actually don't have any foil, so I'll show you a little trick that I use instead of foil with some greaseproof paper. Cool. Okay, so basically what I did, I took my casserole dish and I just greased it with some butter. 2 reasons: just to add a little bit of flavor to the dish, and secondly, just to stop like bits of rice just like sticking onto the casserole masui paga and stuff. So I'm gonna start off. So I drained my beautiful rice potato, and I'm also just gonna use a slotted kind of spoon, and just gonna put a nice generous layer. And you want to make sure that when you are putting a layer down, you kind of don't have like too much potato on one side, too much rice on one side, so that umuntu mayephaka, they don't just get like one spoonful of potato when they dish up. You kind of want people to get, you know, a nice decent spoonful of everything. Okay, I'm gonna bring this a little bit closer so I don't make a mess. And put a nice layer of nyama on top. Again, make sure that you distribute your nyama evenly across the dish, because again, you don't want a person to put their spoon and dish over here and then there's like hole, no meat. Deliciousness. And the nice thing about making biryani is that you can make it ahead of time, and once it's in the oven, like you can put it on a nice kind of medium to low oven setting, and you can just leave it in the oven for until it's ready to be served, really, because it kind of carries on cooking and flavors kind of just marry together and things just get beautiful and delicious and heavenly and amazing and so lovely. Akusemnandi. lapha ekhaya. Okay. Do another layer of nyama. And we finish with a layer of rice and potatoes. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And you. Yes, so great. So great. So delicious. So amazing. Oh gosh. Okay. And oops. Ouch. Before I lose a potato. Did not color very well. But anyways, you kind of get the gist of what I'm doing with my beautiful Biryani over here. So great. Yep. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, I said that I didn't have any foil. So this little trick that I learned. And all you do, you take greaseproof paper or baking paper, the size a little bit, like literally just to hang over the thing. Take it, crumple it up. Wet it. And then you tuck her inside, like so. Inside, like so. Tuck, 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 tuck. Boom. And Bob's your uncle. And she goes into the oven until the meat is tender and your potatoes are cooked. That's an easy peasy biryani, and you will see the plated version when it's all done. Enjoy! Guys, it's time to check on the biryani. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, it smells so yum. Oh my gosh. Let me just get some on. Because I want to to be able. You. Oh my gosh, so good. Yeah, smells really good. And as you can see, the potatoes are like done. The meat is like just so nice and soft. Oh wow, guys, absolutely beautiful. Potatoes are nice and soft. The meat is nice. Oh my gosh, so beautiful, so fragrant. Yo, the potatoes are just breaking. Everything is just so beautiful and fragrant, so delicious. And that is your biryani. I'm gonna plate it up beautifully for you. Take a beautiful picture. And I'm gonna serve it, as I said, with some shatini sambals, whatever you wanna call it, and with some raita, which is a cucumber yogurt salad. Oh, it smells so yum delicious. So, that is the lamb biryani. Aisemnandi. Oh, how am I? Ashu. Come on. Aisemnandi. I'm gonna take a potato. Oh my god, so yummy. So yummy. Oh my gosh. So yummy. So great. So we basically have our shatting sambals that will go with our biryani, and it's got tomato, onion, vinegar, some sugar, some chilies in there. You can leave the chilies out if you're not like a chili person. So yeah, salt, pepper, season that. And then we've got our raita, which is basically some grated cucumber, plain yogurt. You can use samas if you don't have plain yogurt, some cumin, some fennel seeds. If you don't have fennel seeds, you can use cumin powder, cumin fennel powder if you have that, salt, pepper. Yeah, just mix it all up and have a nice cooling sauce as well. And I'm gonna serve that and enjoy, and I'm gonna plate it all up. I'm gonna enjoy.